every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Don't play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Chargers and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. Here's Wilson to throw right away. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive.
And the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Running on first down, Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The Chargers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Jackson goes past, defense holds serve. Fourth down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on fourth down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They snap it to Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still... downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. On third down, here's Etienne. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
back to the air. Herbert on second down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. More than one and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. To go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So many times we talk about but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Kirk complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Wilson. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So plenty. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's... been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Man open, here is Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Ebron with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On on 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Back now in Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 23. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and goal from the 1. Eckler again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them.
And this time he is in. Blasted Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Throwing is Wilson. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Eckler, they run left side.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Herbert. On the move to his left.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Wilson.
Pass complete to Robinson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Here's Wilson.
This is Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And it's taken in at the 9.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw in overtime for Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A handoff, it's Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's Eckler again, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Eckler now between the tackles, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up on track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. One remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
On third down, here's Eckler.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.